Can you believe Rothro's speech today? He really pushed the follow the regs, be a good little soldier idea.
You're right, Frank. It's easy to pay lip service to the regs, but when you're out there, the best captains have to play by their own rules.
Look at Kirk. He broke the regs all the time, and look where that got him.
Yeah, he was brought up on court-martial charges.
And he came out of it just fine.
But because of the court-martial, he was demoted from admiral to captain. I do not believe within human culture that is considered to be just fine.
David, when you're a captain, won't you want some flexibility?
No. I think everything I'll have to deal with is probably covered in Starfleet regs.
Look, David, regulations like the Prime Directive are fine for the idealists in the Federation. But if Starfleet faces an overwhelming threat, then we need to do whatever is necessary.
McGee is absolutely right. The Federation expends too much of our resources coddling all these uncivilized races.
Look, we need to talk about your performance.
Look, I know my evaluations aren't the best. But there's so much to do here, and it's hard to find time to study.
Jeff, there is nothing more important than your studies.
Okay, fine, Forrester. I'll try harder.
Don't you think you should study now?
I think I should be going now. I've got friends waiting for me.
Cadet's log, supplemental. Well, there sure is a lot more about this job I still need to learn. Look, we need to talk about faith.
Is that what this is about? Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. I really gotta be going.
I concur.
Bye, David.
Jeff, you got a minute?
What's up? Klingons, Organians. I'm really not up for this kind of debate. I'll see you guys later.
Right.
I understand. The Federation is not hurting for resources. Yeah, I have some things to do. I'll see you tomorrow. I understand what you're saying, but that doesn't apply today. But that was before the Organian Peace Treaty.
Forrester, these other races don't value the same things we do. They don't deserve the slack the Federation gives them.
Which other races would these be, Frank?
The Klingons, the Romulans. Those races are aggressive and vicious. And here we are, still trying to keep the peace with them.
I agree with Malan. If it had not been for the Organian Peace Treaty, we would have seen the complete destruction of the Klingon Empire.
Why are you taking this so personally, Magia?
I don't want to talk about it, David.
Come on, Magia. We're all on the same side here. You can tell us.
Yeah. Well, when I was a child, I had friends who were in the massacre on Lursen Prime.
You're right. We need to be careful where we put our resources. Just work harder, okay?
Don't worry, David. You're gonna see a big improvement.
What about the rest of us? You know, we're doing our best, and we're getting nothing from you.
Look, David, I can't guarantee anything, but I'll try.
Good. Cadet's log, supplemental. Not my best moment as a commanding officer. Your scores in the simulator haven't improved that much.
I'm not failing!
Cadet's log. Last week was a really hard one, but I feel my crew's performance is beginning to improve. Corn. Corn.
Hi, David. What's up?
Weren't you supposed to be studying the nav sims tonight?
I studied a couple hours and I needed to take a break.
Your scores in the simulator haven't improved that much.
We've been through
And we'll keep going through it until you deliver what you're capable of.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
But you can do better. Your work is bringing down the whole team.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to study nav protocols for 3 hours before our next mission. Corn, what's wrong?
Look, it's like this. I don't try hard, it doesn't matter if I fail. But if I study hard and I still don't make it.
What a lame excuse. You're a loser, Corin.
You think I care what you think? I don't need the Academy, I don't need Starfleet, and I certainly don't need you!
Cadet's log supplemental. Not my best moment as a commanding officer. Forget it. It's not important.
Great. I'll see you later.
Cadet's log supplemental. If I keep backing off, he's never gonna shape up. Fine, if that's what you want.
Great. I'll see you later.
Cadet's log supplemental. If I keep backing off, he's never gonna shape up. I want to talk to you about Corin.
Well, we're close. We have a lot of fun together. Sometimes I don't think he's serious enough about Starfleet. Of course, I've been seeing him a lot less lately thanks to you.
It does a commander's heart well to feel he's doing his job right.
David, have you been watching the news?
No, why?
Rothor's been repeating the announcement every 5
We've been given
minutes.
official confirmation that the Federation colony on Baisia was destroyed 2 days ago by unknown forces. There are no survivors.
McGee had relatives on Baisia, didn't she?
Yeah, her mom lived on that planet.
They better give her some leave time.
Well, Baisia was one of the disputed worlds, wasn't it? Right along the Klingon neutral zone?
Correct. Before the Organian peace treaty, both the Federation and the Klingon Empire had a claim to Baisia.
Xander, you must feel awful.
McGee, I'm sorry.
Thank you, David. All of you for your concern.
We can put our missions on hold during your leave of absence.
That won't be necessary.
As your captain, I could order you to take some time off.
You would be exceeding your authority. McGee. I am going to study now.
Wait a minute.
Cadet's log supplemental. Now what am I gonna do? I wanted to talk to you, actually. About one of my crew, Robin Brady.
Yeah.
Are you two...
No. I have him in a few of my classes, but other than engineering, he doesn't seem to have many other interests.
Well, he's pulled his head out of a Jeffries tube long enough to develop a crush on you.
Yeah. He's a nice kid, but I couldn't possibly be interested in someone whose whole life is dilithium matrices.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to get him out more.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestions?
Well, yeah, why doesn't he join one of the groups on campus?
Dismissed.
McGee, what are you doing here?
David, I am not going to...
Cadet.
Yes, sir. Cadet's log supplemental. I'm worried about McGee, but until I get a chance to talk to her, there's really nothing I can do.
Hello, David. Faith Gage.
Oh, yes, Faith, how are you doing?
Good. Do you mind if I sit?
No, go ahead.
Thank you. I'm glad I have a chance to talk to you. You know, Corin talks a lot about you.
No, I'm glad you came by. Cadet's log. Despite my best efforts, Robin continues to isolate himself, and it's really hurting his performance. Corin's grades are still low, and this morning I was called into Rothro's office.
Enter. Cadet, I understand you have a busy and full schedule, but that does not account for your performance in the simulator. I expect much better from you and your crew.
Yes, sir. Sir, how do I replace a member of my crew?
You don't. You deal with the hand you've been dealt. Is that understood, Cadet?
Yes, sir. But, sir, what if there's a personality conflict?
Personality conflicts? You going to complain about personality conflicts when a Klingon heavy cruiser is barreling down on you? Handle your problems, Cadet. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen Corin's ratings for this simulation?
No, sir.
Corin's ratings have improved dramatically, but there's still an issue with Cadet Brady's performance.
I'll talk to Robin about it, sir.
Good. Robin is technically proficient, but has trouble meshing with the team. Additional study won't improve his scores. He needs to feel comfortable as a member of your team.
Sir, what happens if Robin's scores don't improve?
The only way Cadet Brady's scores won't improve is if he can't handle the simulator. His classwork's fine. It's your job to make sure he does well in the simulator.
Robin, thanks for coming. I wanted to talk to you about your scores. Yes, you do. It's affecting your simulator scores. Then you better start improving your simulator scores. And you'll never know if you don't try. Don't worry about saying anything. The rest of them can talk enough for the both of us. Look, with an attitude like that, you're not gonna make it. You need to find a way to up your scores.
Yeah, I know my simulator scores haven't been the best. I'll spend more time studying. I'll do better, David. I promise. Can I go now?
Interesting point. How do you propose to do that? Robin, I want to talk to you about the team.
I thought everything was going okay.
Oh, it is. But I want you to spend more time with the team. Outside the simulator.
Do I have to?
Robin, we want your company. At least come to our poker games.
I never know what to say to the others.
That's why you need to socialize more. Look, the only way to fit in is to go into that lounge and face them.
I'll try, David. I'll try and socialize more.
Great. And then maybe we can talk about some of those replicator theories you're working on, huh?
I'd like that. How am I supposed to get anything done if I'm socializing? What? Am I supposed to stay out all night like Corin does?
You gotta find a balance. Just like Corin.
I don't like socializing. I like transporter matrices, matter to energy conversions, the new replicator theories.
Robin, the best place for you to learn all about that is here.
I'm not sure I'll ever fit in.
Look, if you leave the academy, you'll never know how good you could have been, how far you could have gone.
That's not fair. This is easy for you. You fit in. Everybody likes you. Everybody really likes you. You must have noticed by now that I don't fit in.
Robin, sit down, okay?
It's really hard on me.
How? By going to war?
Look, the attack on Baisia was an act of war. We cannot let it go unpunished. If you ask me, the Vanguard is the right answer.
The Vanguard? What's that?
It is a group that is as tired as you are of the Federation's response to outside threats. The Vanguard says it's time for humans to take care of humans.
I see. And what about all the other races that are a part of the Federation?
That's just what I'm talking about.
Cadet's log. Despite her recent loss, Magia came through just fine in the last sim. So I guess Starfleet knows best. Although I'm still very worried about her. On the other hand, Robin's scores continue to drop. Enter. Robin, come on in, have a seat.
David, you want to talk to me?
Okay. Look, I'll see you in the lounge, okay?
Thanks, David.
Cadet's log supplemental. You know, just when you think you're handling a problem, another appears. This time it was Baisia again.
The Klingon Empire had nothing to do with the loss of the Baisia colony. However, there is bitter justice in the colony's failure. The Federation should never have put fragile Andorians and humans on such a hostile world. Only Klingons could have tamed Baisia.
Liar!
What about the energy readings on Baisia? Didn't they show Klingon disruptors destroyed the colony?
The trace energy on Baisia was similar to the patterns made by Klingon disruptors, but that does not conclusively prove Klingon involvement.
Oh, so was all those other races on the Klingon border that used disruptors.
Why are you defending the Klingons, Sturek?
Though I regret your personal loss, I must point out that Baisia was not a particularly important colony, nor was it strategically placed. It is illogical to assume that the Klingons would start a war in a world that would gain them so little.
Well, isn't that just like a Vulcan? Using logic to deny the obvious.
Face it, Malan, you've lost this argument.
We need to change the Federation's whole approach toward the Klingons.
What's that supposed to mean?
The races inside the Federation already live the right way. It's the races outside of the Federation that are the problem. Well, I better be going. I got a Xeno Psych class.
See you later, Malan.
Sounds fascinating.
Sounds frightening.
They might be possibly just what the Federation needs.
Look, I don't know what the Federation needs, but I need a drink.
Here, here. Well, it sounds like the Vanguard's real target is the Federation.
We don't have a problem with the Federation, just some of its policies. We want to help the Federation get stronger.
What policies would you be referring to?
I don't have time for this. I got a Xeno Psych class.
See you later, Malan.
Sounds fascinating.
Sounds frightening.
They might be possibly just what the Federation needs.
Look, I don't know what the Federation needs, but I need a drink.
Here, here. Hey, Malan. Since when are you the authority on captains, cadet?
What's the matter, Forrester? Are you afraid that you actually might have to fight someday?
Are you afraid your facts won't support your
Starfleet finally struck back. The Klingons have gone too far this time. Those marauding,
What's going on?
uncivilized...
The USS Sentinel just fought a couple birds of prey in the neutral zone.
The engagement ended inconclusively, with no ships destroyed and no loss of life.
He wants to start a fight.
The captain of the Sentinel showed the Federation how a true Starfleet captain acts.